Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Guys, in this video, I will be discussing the advanced coding question which was asked in TCS NQT exam that happened today, that is on 30th October 2022. So guys, make sure that you are watching this video till the end because TCS NQT is going on and many of you have exams in coming days. So make sure to watch this video till the end. So guys, previously also lot of TCS NQT coding questions I have made on my channel. The playlist I will give you in the description box. Make sure to visit them because you can see that what are the patterns which are being followed in the questions and what are the different type of topics that you have to cover for this exam. Okay, and guys, recently only I started making videos regarding the hirings of different companies. I'm posting the hirings regularly, so you can go on my channel and see in the video section that I have posted different job openings in different companies. So guys, this is one another reason for following my channel and hitting the subscribe button. So do not miss any of these updates and make sure to hit the subscribe button for this channel. And guys, if you have not hit the like button till now, please like it and do share this video among your friends. So guys, now let's start this video and please hit the like button. Okay, so guys, first of all, we will be discussing the question, then we will be discussing the approach of this question, and then finally I will show you the code that how you will have to write in the exam. Okay, so first of all, let's just see the question. So question is, Alice has a very unique problem. He has a string which contains elements from 0 to 9. Find the number of substrings of the string where sum of elements of the substring is not equal to the length of substring. Okay, so I know you have not understood the question very correctly. Let me just help you. So what you are given a string as input. So this is our string. Okay, this is our string as input. Now, uh, now this string contains the elements from 0 to 9. That is a single element at a single place can be ranging from 0 to 9 only. Now we have to find the number of substrings in this substring where the sum of the elements of those substrings are not equivalent to the length of the substring. So let's just break this question step by step. So first of all, what we will do, see, first of all, what we'll do, we'll find all the substrings of this particular string. So what are the substrings? Okay, so 2 is a substring, 0 is a substring, 1 is a substring, 2 0 is a substring, 0 1 is a substring, as well as 2 0 1 is also a substring. So these are all the possible substrings which are there. Okay, so now we will have to find that those substrings, the number of those substrings in which the sum of the elements present in that substring is not equivalent to the length of the substring. So what is the length of this substring? So length is 1, length is 1, length is 1, length is 2, length is 2, length is 3. Okay, so now what is the, now see, these are the different substrings, these are the length of the substrings. Okay, these are the length of these substrings. Okay, so now point here is we have to find the number of substrings in which the sum of the elements of those substrings is not equivalent to the length of the substring. So let's just find the sum of this particular substring. So sum of this substring is 2. Okay. Sum of this substring is 2. Sum of this substring is 0. Okay. Sum of this substring is 1. Okay. Sum of this substring is 2. Sum of this substring is 1. Sum of this substring is 3. Okay. So these were the length of the substrings and these were the some of the elements of those substrings. Okay, so now we have to find the substrings in which the sum is not equivalent to the length. Sum is not equivalent to the length. So here sum is not equivalent to the length. Yes. 2 is the sum, 1 is the length. So yes. Okay. Here it is. Here is these values not equal. Okay. So here the sum is 0, length is 1. Sum is 0, length is 1. Okay, so here again it is correct, here it is not correct, here it is not correct, here also it is correct. That is what is the sum of length is 2, sum is 1, length is 2, sum is 1. So here also it is correct. Okay, here also it is correct. And what is this sum is 3 and length is also 3, so this is not correct. So if these values are same, then we do not have to print anything, but we have to find the number of substrings of the string where the sum of elements of the substring is not equivalent to the length of the substring. So sum is not equivalent to the length. So these three are the answers. So here the answer will be 3, not 2. Here the answer will be 3. Okay, so I hope now this particular question is clear to you. Okay, so here we have printed the answer 3. This is the correct answer. Okay, so I hope now the question is clear to you. What we'll do, we'll first of all find all the substrings which are present in that string. Then we will find the sum of elements of those substrings and we will compare that sum with the length of the substring. If that is not equal, if both these things are not equal, then we will increment our counter to 1, and in the end we will print the count of the substrings where the sum of elements of that substring is not equal to the length. So I hope now the question as well as the approach of this question is clear to you. Now let's just see if it is still not clear to you. Let's just see the coding part, then it will be definitely clear to you. Okay, so I hope now all the things are cleared, and let's just move towards the coding question. Okay, so guys, for saving the time, I have already written the code. Let's just read the code line by line so that the things become more clear. Okay, so first of all, we'll be taking the n as input, that is the length of the string. Then we'll be taking actual string as input. Okay, and I have taken a count variable which will store that how many substrings are there for which the sum of elements is not equivalent to the length of the substring. Okay, so okay, so first of all, what we decided, we had to find all the substrings that are present. So for finding all the substring, these two loops are used. These two loops are used for finding all these substrings. Okay, now for a particular substring, to find a substring from I to j, this particular inbuilt method is used. That is, string subs is equal to str dot sub str I comma j, where I is the starting index and j is the length of that substring. Okay, now we have got that we have got a particular substring. Now, first of all, we will find the length of that substring, okay? And then we will find the sum of the elements of that substring, okay? So for finding the sum of the elements for that substring, we have used this for loop. That is, for int k equal to 0, k less than subs dot length, k plus plus, sum plus equivalent to subs of k minus 0. So by this particular for loop, we are finding the sum of elements of that particular substring, okay? So now we have the length of that substring and we have the sum. We have the sum for that particular substring for the elements. Now what we do, we have to compare this sum, with the length. If the sum is not equivalent to the length, then we will do count plus plus, otherwise we will not do anything. And when we will do this process for all the substrings, that is for inside both these for loops, then at the end of our answer we will simply print cout count. Okay, so I hope now this particular code is clear to you. Let's just see on the test cases that if it passes all or not. Okay, so first let's just see. Okay, we have taken 3 and 201 was our input. Okay, 201 was our input and we are simply running it. So it should give us 3 as our answer. As we have seen earlier, it should give us 3 as our answer. So here you can see 3 is coming out as an answer. Next test case that was present in the exam was 5 and 5 times 1. Okay, so in this case our answer should be 0 because there will be no substring in which the sum of the elements will not be equivalent to the length of that substring. Okay, so here the answer will be 0. If you want further, you can always dry run this particular code on this particular substring, you will find it. Okay, so it's 0, therefore the answer is 0 here. Okay, so I hope now all the doubts are clear to you, and this code will pass all the test cases that will be given to you. Okay, now guys, again I'm telling you that I have made lot of TCS NQT videos recently. I have covered the interview experiences also, the coding questions also. So all these videos are present on my channel, so do subscribe my channel, as well as I am posting regularly the different companies which are hiring for either internships, they are hiring for full-time jobs, they are hiring, and I've started posting those things also on my channel. So please hit that subscribe button and do share this video among your friends also. So thank you for watching this video.